Court is calling 2022 CR 5313A, State of Texas versus Gage Lee Waller. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Jorgens for the state.
Defense?
Jacqueline Lamerson for Mr. Waller.
Are you Mr. Waller?
Yes, ma'am.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen, yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, it's a good thing you're not charged with that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna, there are no old fashioned cartoons anymore. Although those cartoons were very violent, but we didn't see it as such.
They don't even play Tom and Jerry no more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled discovery. Did you review that? Counsel, did you review all the discovery with your client and have you received it?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Waller, I'm showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We waive.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're waiving paragraph B and proceeding on paragraph A.
Any objection?
None.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with burglary of a building with intent to commit theft? As a state jail felony, the range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes,
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
He is and he was.
Mr. Waller, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Probation, there's no application in this case. Showing you what's entitled plea bargain agreement. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, state is proceeding on paragraph A, waiving paragraph B. Punishment is to be assessed at 10 months in the state jail facility. There are no applications. They will take in consideration County Court 15, 680953, 680952, JN 2043730. There's a restitution of $3,000 under JN 2043730, payable to Caliber Collision. Okay, here's my question. We're off the record. This $3,000, it says to a Buddhist temple, but then it says Caliber Collision. I guess Caliber Collision, the person who's already repaired it?
No, Your Honor. So Caliber Collision. So there's two different cases we're seeking restitution for. The first level is for this cause, which is the Caliber Collision is the victim.
Mhm.
The second level is for the cause that is getting taken into consideration, which involves a Buddhist temple.
All right. And so what is the amount payable to Caliber Collision?
I'm not personally aware of the restitution amount. There may have been potential damage to the property, but I'm not actually aware of any damage occurred because I believe they actually ducked under an open entrance. So this was just to cover our bases in case there was restitution in the course of burglary.
All right, because wouldn't Caliber Collision have been paid by the insurance company?
Potentially. I don't know, Judge.
Oh, yeah, I don't think Caliber Collision would do it without. Hang on, but here's we're on the record. With regards to insurance companies, my rule is people pay their premiums and they pay it. So if there's an accident, the insurance company will pay it. I don't like this business of insurance company then coming back and getting paid twice. That's what somebody paid their premium for. As you can tell, I don't appreciate the fact that when there's a hurricane or tornado, everybody's insurance rates rise. It's like, what were you doing with all the premiums before? And I can only deal with complainants that are actual complainants. So if Caliber Collision was actually paid, the only thing he'll be responsible for is if there's a deductible.
Sure, good.
Okay. All right. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Judge.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
They're not.
Then to the offenses charged in paragraph A, how do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. The state offers Exhibit 1, the defendant's waiver of stipulation of evidence.
No objections.
Mr. Wall, I'm showing you what's entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, he was doing remodeling of travel trailers before this recent arrest, and he's got an industry he can succeed in. He just wants to move forward and put this in.
All right, anything you wish to say?
Is there any way that you can put it for me to be enrolled in GED courses when I make it to state jail?
Oh, no, you just have to ask them.
Okay.
And I saw that there was some meth in here. Are you using drugs? So how are you going to solve that problem?
By getting my education and actually moving forward with my life. Stop making excuses.
And what happened to your jaw?
I've got a tooth infection right now. So they give me antibiotics, but I'm waiting on the swelling to go down. It was so much worse yesterday.
All right, and where is your brother? What is he doing?
He signed on 2 years in a different county.
Okay. And where are your parents?
My mom is currently homeless. She lives on the street, and my dad also just went to prison.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 10 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. Taking consideration 680-953, 680-952, JN 204-3730. There's to be restitution, if any, to Caliber Collision. $3,000 payable to the victim in JN 204-3730. It's I'm just going to spell it. It's DHAMMABURHA Buddhist Temple. I don't know if that D is silent or not. All right. And if you want the therapeutic community, I'll ask for the therapeutic community. It doesn't increase the time that you're there, but they will help you with any drug issues that you may have.
Yes, ma'am, please.
All right. So, and I'm going to ask for the therapeutic community. I can't order them to put you in there. So you'll have to request it, but they'll see that I'm recommending you for that. Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
24.
Do you have children?
No, ma'am.
All right, that's a good thing, because you need to get your life together.
Yes, ma'am.
So I always tell people, when you're using drugs, you never know what you're going to get because it's not FDA approved. People just trying to sell their product and make as much money as possible. And if you end up dying, they're like, okay, next customer.
Yeah.
You understand? All right, good luck to you.
I have one question. How long do I have to pay the restitution off?
Oh, it will be there. And if you don't pay it, they can enter on the civil side and they can just go over there and it'll be a determination of what amount you owe, not whether or not you owe it because you've already agreed that you owe it.
Okay.
All right.
So how long do I have to pay it though?
Your attorney will speak to you about that. All right, John West.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay, stay, stay. Call up holy, only, 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 only.